So here's my morning so far. I arrive at my shop at 7 a.m. after doing an early morning shoot, and I have a lady underneath the blue awning where the American flag is, standing in the doorway. And I got out of my car and said good morning. And she said, "Good morning, just waiting for my sister." Which I figured, okay, it's a customer dropping a car off, no big deal. Go into the shop, unload a few things, come back outside about 20 minutes later, and she's still there. And I ask her, uh, is your sister on her way? And she's like, I think so. And I was like, oh, well, do you have her number? Maybe we can contact her and make sure she knows that you're waiting for her. And she said she didn't have her number, and that's when I noticed that all she had on was a pair of slippers, ripped sweatpants, and a t-shirt, and it was quite cool this morning. And she had a plastic bag with some of her belongings. So I sat and talked to her for a moment and realized that she had been released from the Ann Deacon Center for Hope, which is across the street from us, and they discharged her with literally nothing. So I asked if I could get her to a bus station or anywhere that she could get to where she needs to be, and she said that she doesn't trust public transit. It's all unsafe. And I was like, okay, well, can I get you anything? Because you're out here. And she's like, I feel safe here. I'm going to stay here until I can make my trip to Jerusalem. I found that a little odd, so I went and she asked for some water and a pair of socks and a sweatshirt because, like I said, it was kind of cool this morning and she wasn't wearing much. So I got her some water and a pair of long socks and a sweatshirt and something to sit on, and sat and talked with her for a little bit until I realized that this woman did not seem like she was in the right state of mental health as far as being in touch with reality. So that's when I made the decision to call the Ann Deacon Center for Hope and see if I could get any info on her, or if they had contact info of next of kin that they could call, someone that could help her. And they instructed me to call the VOA. So I did and explained the situation to the dispatcher there. After making the phone call, I went back out to check on her, and she was outside in the sun, and I sat and talked to her for about an hour and 20 minutes while I waited for some of the responders to arrive. And after just explaining what we had talked about, and in that hour and 20 minutes, she talked about all kinds of things that were not in touch with reality and things that she had done and the people that are after her. And I explained that to the ladies that arrived, and they made contact with her, and it sounds like she's going to be involuntarily detained and put into a mental facility. And while I was writing my affidavit, two Bellingham police officers showed up to hopefully get her to comply with just going with them to get her the help she needs. And yeah, now they're here discussing what needs to happen, that she needs to go with them so she can get some help. And very calm in talking to her. She never once raised her voice or made any crazy movements. And the things that we discussed, she very, very firmly believed in, from what it seemed like. And not a bad person, just needs help. And this is the kind of stuff that I've been seeing, especially over the last decade, on our streets here in Whatcom County. Mentally ill people, or people that are not in touch with reality, not getting the help they need. And it's very unfortunate because we need those services for these people. And it's very unfair that she got admitted into a place and that they turned around and discharged her with nothing back onto the streets, and she's just going to get put back through the cycle again. Very unfortunate and sad. hard to watch. Not a bad person at all. Just not in touch with the reality and needs help. And I do feel a little guilty for it coming to this and her actually getting cuffed, because one of the things we discussed is her distrust for law enforcement, which I don't blame her. I don't blame her one bit about distrusting law enforcement, the federal government, any of it. And they're not all bad people, but things happen and innocent people get hurt. And now they are cuffing her, which is another thing that she was absolutely terrified of. It really breaks my heart to see this. There's nothing I could do, and the two nice ladies that showed up to evaluate her and try to get her the help she needed made the call for this. Now she's yelling at them. Very sad. Very, very sad turn of events.